How long has it been since we've done this? It's been a while. Hi.
So this is Katherine and Christopher Tipper.
Hello.
He obviously had a moment there.
Yeah. Senior moment.
And what day is it, Christopher?
Today is Friday, and this is our On the Couch, the Friday afternoon Bourbon Edition.
So what's up, Christopher?
We are going to be talking about all things IRS, DOL, PBGC, and things like that. Not all of them today, but that's the whole idea of the series, okay? So we're going to be talking about what the new guy asked us today. And we'll explain a little bit more when we come back from our intro, so stay tuned.
And we're back.
And we're back. But before we get into the fun part, we have to talk about Washington, okay? Right? Yeah, she loves it when I say it like that. Kristina,
yeah.
Do you have any news for us today?
Yes, I do, actually. And your representatives and senators have been very busy. They are proposing new rules. One of them is the Increasing Small Business Retirement Choices Act, where they profess that they will reduce the red tape that is required to establish a plan and thus reduce the cost. Yeah, good luck with that. And then also,
can I ask which red tape is there to start it?
It's just all of it.
All of it. Signing a document,
job.
Paying a fee that they're not fond of fees being paid. Yeah, we're not fond of that one. There's also a bill that's been introduced to amend ERISA to eliminate, what do they call it? Arbitration. When there's a disagreement as to what's happening, and ERISA
You want it to be full-fledged go to court?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's part of the simplification?
No, these are two other people.
Okay,
And then
Did you see the sarcasm?
Yeah.
Yes.
And not to be outdone, the IRS has decided that they're going to send out their 90-day letters, which means if you get a letter, you have 90 days to answer all of the questions in the letter and send it back to the IRS, or else they will schedule an exam for you where they audit your plan.
And on that note, thank you. Yeah, okay.
That's an interesting response to the remote work environment, isn't that?
Yeah.
Just had to say.
Well, because the IRS doesn't email. But anyways.
I know.
Okay, so we are very happy to have a new person working for us. He's helping us with the digital marketing stuff. And everything that we do here, well, not the digital side or the marketing side, but everything that we do here on a compliance side has been completely brand new to him. He's kind of wondering why he still comes back after lunch, right? Right. So let's see if we can get him to say something in the background. Probably not, but we'll see. All right. So we thought what we'd do is we would have the new guy come up with a bunch of questions as to what the heck we're doing and why, right?
No, actually, he wants to know what's the hardest thing about being a TPA.
Well, that was the question. Yes, but those are the questions he came up with. So he's come up with a whole slew of questions, which we'll be covering eventually. But we are going to discuss what I thought were the two best questions he had today.
Sure.
All right. So, Katherine, you came into this business involuntarily, right? What is the most difficult thing about being a TPA?
How amazingly complex every single thing is. It definitely is lined up in terms of logic, once you figure out the logic, but there are, a question might not ever seem simple. I mean, if you want to play a parlor trick, walk into a TPA office and go, isn't compensation easy? And just watch them all fall apart, right? I can see a 4-hour conversation on compensation and they only get to the first part of it. So just because the law is complex, because employers and people are complex, there's almost no simple answers to simple questions, and people actually think that we're being difficult when it's like, no, we're actually trying to be comprehensive.
Basically every question.
To be right.
Yes. I'm very often asked a question that people think is a yes/no question, and it always starts off with, it depends, all right? usually on what the document says. Now, for me, the hardest thing, I think, the most difficult thing about being a TPA is that it's very hard for plan sponsors to appreciate the value that we bring to the table unless they get audited. If they're not audited, which is also part of us doing our job, but they are still random audits, they don't understand all the work that we're doing for them, because it's not, you can't go to the store and touch a 401k plan. It's a service based on a bunch of complex laws, like you were saying. So,
Yeah. So it's just like being healthy your whole life and going, what does a doctor do for you, right?
Yep.
Something goes wrong, the doctor actually knows and can do things for you, but we want to keep your plan healthy. And it'd be actually amazingly lovely if you never get an audit.
Exactly.
But we got it set up that you'll go through it well.
So the second question for today is, what's the one thing you wish everybody knew about TPAs, Katherine? Just one.
Just well. I think it's just how hard we work and how much we care, actually. That I think people just think it's very simple and we're just pushing around pieces of paper. And we're actually working very hard to get the right answer, to do the right thing, especially at this moment so that we don't have to revisit it later. And so doing it right at the right time takes some discipline to get it right.
Exactly.
And so I think people want it to be fast and easy. You know, it's got to be simple, fast, snap, snap, snap. Well, we actually want to make sure it's done right.
Right.
So that's part of the reason we pause, part of the reason we think a little bit.
And
so it's hard for us to be super snappy. We try, but we
Right.
want it to be right.
And for me, the single thing I would like people to understand is that we really are trying to be your advocate. We act as the plan sponsor's advocate. So when we tell somebody they can't do something, we're doing the job we were hired for, all right? When we tell them they're in trouble if they do that, or this is what you have to do to fix it because something went sideways, we are actually acting in somebody's best interest, because you're always better off to hear the bad news from us first to get it fixed than to wait for the IRS, the Department of Labor. I will
Cheaper.
learn how to say labor before the end of the day. You don't want to hear from the Department of Labor, you want to hear from us.
Yep. Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And, and stay out of jail.
And stay out of jail. No, that's true.
We're trying to do a pleasant version of tough love, and it's hard.
So, new guy. Did that make any sense?
Yes.
All right. Very good. All right. So thank you very much. If you've got any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always email us at sales@hunterbenefits.com. Presumably, if you found our website or our YouTube channel, remember to like, subscribe, comment. Can you downvote? Even a downvote. Yeah, dislike. I don't care. It's still a reaction. That's what we're looking for. So thank you very much. Hope you have a great weekend.